Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video is on how I created this full coverage rose gold look. So if you want to see how I created it, then just keep on watching. So let's just jump right into the video, and I'm starting out by carving Olivia's brows with the By concealer. I think this is in the shade Cookie. This is a really good full coverage and affordable concealer that I really love using as a base. So all I do is I take it on my Zoeva soft concealer brush and I just carve the brows out and pat this all over the lid, as you can see. Now I just take my beauty blender and I just soften out those edges so there's no harsh lines. Now I just go ahead and repeat those steps on the other eye. Now I'm going in with a white eyeshadow, and the one I'm using is from Illamasqua and it's called Sex, and I'm just placing this on the inner corner just to brighten it up. Now we're building up the transition colour here with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deepest on a MAC 224 brush, and as you can see I'm just using really light pressure and circular motions to blend this across the lid. And now I'm going in with a clean MAC 217 brush and I'm just blending over the edges of that just to make sure everything's nice and seamless. So now I'm going in with my Zoeva 224 brush with the shade Brick from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm basically just blending this through the socket now just to deepen that transition colour. Now I'm just going back in with my MAC 224 and blending over those edges again. So I'm going back in with the same brush but a different shadow this time. So I'm using another shadow from Anastasia, but this is in the shade Realgar, and I'm just following the same steps just to deepen up that crease even more. Now we're going to deepen up even more with the same steps but a different shadow this time. This is Red Earth from Anastasia Beverly Hills again. Now I'm just going to go and remove any excess fallout that's fallen down onto Olivia's cheeks. And now I am going in with the NYX glitter glue just on a flat shader brush just to mark out where I want the pigment to go and create a nice tacky surface for it to be stuck onto. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of that mineralized skin finish in Dark Deepest and just kind of blend over where the edge of that glitter glue was, just to make sure there's no harsh edges, and I'm just going to repeat the same on the other eye. So the pigment I'm going in with here is from a brand called Peaches and Cream, and this is in the shade Peached. It is a really gorgeous rose gold shimmery colour. So now I'm just taking my MAC 217 brush with the shade Brick that we used in the crease just to blend that shimmery colour onto the lid nicely so that we've got a nice transition. Now I'm going in with an eyelash glue. This is from the brand Eldora, just to create a really sticky surface to stick the chunky glitter on top of. The brush I'm using here is the Morphe M408, and I'm just using a chunky rose gold glitter and sticking on top of where I put that eyelash glue. For eyeliner, I'm going in with the Inglot 77 gel liner, and I'm just using this on an angled brush just along the lash line. Moving on to skin now, I am going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and this is in the shade 5 Tan. I know it looks quite dark on Olivia's skin, but I just like it to add a wee bit of warmth before I add the foundation. And the brush I'm using for this is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. The concealer I go in with is the Kevyn Sensual Skin Enhancer. Now this is a really thick full coverage formula, so what I do is I mix a tiny drop of foundation with it just to kind of liquefy it a wee bit more and make it easier to work with. Now I'm going in with my beauty blender and I'm just blending that down the face and making sure that it's nice and seamless under the eye. Now I'm taking a little bit of my MAC Oh Darling highlight and I'm just adding that to the brow bone with a flat shader brush. Now I'm going in with some false eyelashes, and these are from the brand Eldora. For foundation, I am using the MAC Studio Fix foundation, and I've mixed mine in with the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops just to add a little bit of glow to the finish. I'm using the Zoeva Soft Concealer brush just to kind of put this all over the face so that I've got a nice even layer to blend with my beauty blender. What I'm doing now is I'm going in with that soft concealer brush again, and I'm just kind of carving out an eyebrow shape so that we don't put foundation into the eyebrows just because we haven't done them yet. So now I'm going ahead and I'm just baking underneath Olivia's eyes to set that concealer. So the powder I'm using to set the rest of the face is the Lancome Absolute Powder in the shade Absolute Pearl. So what this is going to do is it's just going to give the skin a glowing effect. So now onto the under eyes, and I am using that brick colour from Anastasia, and I'm just blending that in with a pencil brush. Then I'm just going to take a small detailed shader brush and I'm just going to blend underneath that with the dark deepest shade that we used as a transition. Now I'm just going to go ahead and repeat those steps on the other eye. Then I'm just going to take that Inglot 77 liner again on a small shader brush, and I'm just going to place that on the waterline at the bottom and blend it out with my pencil brush, and I'm going to do that exactly the same on the other eye. Now I'm going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette just to start creating a contour around Olivia's face. So now I am going in with the Dark Golden Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC as a bronzer. Now I use two bronzers, one lighter one and one darker one, just to create a nice kind of blend and transition. But as you can see, I'm just blending this across the cheeks and up the forehead. And then I'm going in with Dark Deepest just to add a wee bit more depth. For blush, I'm using a light layer of the NARS Orgasm Blusher. The highlighter that I'm using here is the MAC Oh Darling highlighter, and I just take this on a big kind of fluffy blending brush that you'd use on your eyes, and I just blend this up the cheekbone and on the forehead and nose area, and then I also add a little bit to the Cupid's bow. For brows, I'm going in with the Anastasia 7B brush. This is my absolute ride or die eyebrow brush, and I'm just going in with an ash brown eyeshadow from MAC. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's my favourite for when I'm doing blonde eyebrows. Then I'm just going in with my Maybelline Brow Jama in the shade Dark Brown and just running this through Olivia's brows. So moving on to the lips now, I am using the Rimmel Campicchino liner. This is a personal favourite of mine just because I find that it gives me the illusion of bigger lips. The liquid lipstick that I'm going to be using is the Huda Beauty Crush liquid lip, and I'm going to top that off with a Jordana Ticia lip gloss. And this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed creating it. Please give me a wee thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and thanks again for watching.